everyone. Here we are on this lovely Wednesday morning, 9/3, and you're listening to, well, you guessed it, Talk Shiznit Radio.
It's Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
No, it's Hump Day.
It's Hump Day.
Hump Day. Wednesday.
Yeah.
Hump Day.
Hump Day.
Yeah, that's much better than Wednesday.
Ooh, my voice broke. Day.
Yeah, gonna get you an auto-tune.
I know, right? I need a squirt from the oil can like the Tin Man.
Nice.
Yeah, we went 3 years ago, to a Halloween party, and we all dressed up as that. My Silent Mish was the Scarecrow. I dressed up as the Cowardly Lion. My buddy John, he dressed up as a Tin Man, and his wife was Dorothy. It was hilarious. I got pictures. I'll show you guys afterwards. All I did was kept on walking around and going, I do believe in ghosts. I do believe in ghosts. The whole night, man. That's all I did. So what's up, everyone? How are we doing this morning?
I wanted to tell people they can call in. 352.
No, we're not using that number anymore.
Oh. Well, I'd like to find out what number we're using.
We're not using that number yet either.
Okay, so for today,
I'm just messing with you.
don't call in.
I knew he was going to look at me and go, well, what the F? No, we're using...
Right? You're forcing another F-bomb.
We're using the same number for now until I figure out this new system. We're gonna play with it a little and see how it works, but I don't even know how I'm supposed to get the sound from here onto the board yet, so...
Okay.
Yeah, so...
That's something I've been wanting to do is let people know what the phone number is right when the show comes on. So if they just started listening and don't have the number,
right, yep.
They don't have to wait until 2 hours in when we
to
remember.
when we decide, yeah.
You know, you can go to us at facebook.com/TalkShitTV Show.
Speaking of which, you can go to us at facebook.com/TalkShitTV Show, and you can get links and all of that kind of good shiznit shit crap, whatever you want to call it, to listen to the show. And I did put up the new phone number on the Facebook page just to...
Good, so I can find it.
Yeah, it's right there. And the other two, we have actually 3 lines now, all right? And actually, it's 8 lines.
Which one are we going to use?
We're going to use this one, the one that we've been using, the 352-410-2084 number.
That's for today.
That is for probably the rest of this week until I figure out this new system.
352-410-2084.
Yep. And we welcome anybody to call in, give us, some suggestions, tell us to go to hell, whatever you want to say.
Ask a question. We'll find the answer.
Yes. And if we don't have it, we'll make it up.
There you go.
Right? Tony, what do you think of that one? We'll just make up shit if we have to.
Sure.
Yeah. Joseph had a very, very good idea this morning, because this is like the first day in a month. Joseph's like, I did.
Not
this
again.
is
I never know
like,
which ones are good and which ones are shit.
Which idea was that?
Which one were you talking about? Yeah, because he comes up with a lot of them, and they're quick. So he came up with the idea that we're going to pre-record a show. This way we could just come in the morning. Well, I can in the morning. Everybody could stay home in bed. I could hit play, and you guys won't know any different.
Well, yeah. We could take a vacation if one of us sick.
Yeah,
or all of us get sick. It could happen. We're all spitting at each other.
Unfortunately, unfortunately, if anybody takes a vacation, the rest of us have to be here, and then we just swap. Unfortunately, about the vacation thing, we are nowhere near being able to take a vacation yet.
Well, at least a paid vacation.
Yeah,
paid one. I've been on vacation too long already.
That's what I'm saying. I've been on vacation for about 20 years now, so it's time to go to work.
I don't want to go on vacation. Every time I'm on vacation, it's jail.
Something happens?
Yeah, I've just started calling jail vacation.
Yeah, nice.
I was also thinking, with us being in Florida...
That's what I smelled burning.
All the lightning could knock us out one day.
Good luck with that one.
Really?
Yeah.
You got enough battery backups to power all these computers?
You didn't see what's in the attic, did you?
Of course I did.
Yeah.
I always stick my head in people's attics.
Right?
Like,
let me go check out your attic while I'm here, buddy.
The second you're not looking, I go Gadget Grow and look through your people's attics.
Go Gadget Neck. No,
my flashlight.
I took a copper rod with the grounding cable.
Ran it to your neighbor's power.
Yeah. Stealing power from him. If I get struck, I still got electricity. No.
We're good.
No, I got a grounding rod out there because I learned my lesson once already.
Yeah, but a transformer could get hit. Mm-hmm. And you're out. Because the whole block's out.
Right.
So our show would be off.
No, I have enough battery backup to run my computer, which is all we need to broadcast.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, anyway, I was thinking.
Oh, well, he's got himself covered. But
Well, yeah.
not the rest of us.
Right.
because-
You guys would be in the blind and just sitting there going, mm-hmm,
We'll
this
just
is fine.
stick our faces together.
Yeah.
You know, like this. With meat glue.
All on one. Meat glue. That word, I just love that word. Meat glue. No, all the mics and everything will work because the board, everything on my table will work. Because this is all we need to broadcast, you know?
Well, anyway, I was thinking we could send the AM FM 247 like a 3-hour.
Some down tapes.
Yeah, just in case something happens.
Jason had asked, or I had asked Jason about something like that, and he said, worst comes to worst, he would just replay an older show.
Or play music.
Yeah.
I'm sure they've had to do something like that.
Yeah. Well, the day that we had trouble, I got on, and man, do you remember that? Were you here for that one?
I don't
When
know.
nothing worked?
Yeah.
Came in here one day, everything was working. Came in here the next, I couldn't get anything to go from my board to stream.
Yeah, it was weird. It was like
But then all of a
fuse blew
sudden,
or something, and then
all of a sudden, right? We started.
Yeah, right when I got in between all this.
Yep.
I got it all in the back of the cords. He's like, don't touch any of those cords. I touched something. Not anything that I meant to touch. Like, I tripped on some wires.
And basically, that was it.
And then everything was working.
Then the last time it happened, I went, I just grabbed all of those, I shook them, came right on. I've gone through and checked all my connections since then, but yeah, it was funny. I was panicking the one morning, man. You remember?
Uh-huh.
Panicking. Came out here one morning when you hadn't gotten here yet, and I couldn't even get Spreaker to come up. Almost like the internet was going, nah, you can't have it.
Nah.
Nothing here, nothing there. It would work on my laptop in the living room, but it wouldn't come up on any of these computers. So here it is, like 3 minutes to 7, and bink, it pops up. So I'm scrambling, trying to get everything ready. Oh yeah, it was quite interesting. Made for an interesting morning, that's for sure. I guess we have nobody
calling in.
calling in, but nobody's chatting yet either.
352-410-2084.
2084.
I
Hey,
want callers because I like interacting with people.
Well, that was why I did this, because if this gets hooked up the way that I think it is, or gets hooked up, they'll be able to hear us through these microphones. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
Yeah. So that's why I went with this phone system. So
Yeah,
we'll see. I also
'cause I'm
looked
like
at
3 cents a minute. That's horrible. Who wants to pay that?
it's only on incoming calls for us on the 800 line.
I'm confused.
Yeah. Well, I'll show it to you later.
So there's heavy rain in Mexico.
Either that, or we'll go with a Ring Central setup, which is like $50 a month. So it's like $200 for the year, and we don't have to buy any equipment because they have what's called a soft phone, which is just a program, and we just plug it in like I would normally plug it in. But we have options, so we'll see. I feel like I'm like not sitting where I'm supposed to be today, like stretching to get to my microphone. Did you guys?
No.
All right. Were you able to get any news up today? Because I have my normal sites.
I am getting all kinds of meteorological data ready.
Are you?
Yes.
You're going to be our weather girl?
I'm the weather girl,
All right.
currently. So in Lancaster,
Just as long as we ain't doing no naked news, you want to clear out the studio? Yeah.
pollen.
Oh, shit. So in Lancaster, pollen.
High of 85, low of 63.
And pollen.
In Milwaukee,
Milwaukee news.
pollen. The high of 83, low of 69, afternoon thunderstorms.
Hey, I just noticed something, Tony. I can see your face now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that thing's gone.
Yeah. I'm not having to do this.
Yeah.
I didn't realize this. I thought it would be colder in Boulder, Colorado.
And have pollen.
It's a high of 90. No,
No pollen?
there's no plants out there,
Oh,
right?
that's true. It's desert.
They're all in
There's
greenhouses.
plenty of dust. Yeah, right. They're all indoor, man. And that kind of pollen, you just go up and do a line.
Yeah, right? There's pollen in your house, but you're loving it. It's not the bad pollen.
pollen levels
Yes.
high.
Yeah. And in Colorado news, everybody's pollen levels are high.
With a low of 56. Las Vegas,
Hot.
104.
Holy shit, man.
With a low of 77.
That don't even sound comforting. You know what I mean? 77 is just like big freaking deal when it's going to go up to 130 degrees by the afternoon.
Macon, Georgia. Thundering, storming all day.
You know the first time I heard that?
94 high, 72 low.
When I heard Macon, Georgia for the first time, me being the wise ass I am, I said, what are they making?
Yeah.
Bacon.
Yeah.
At least it's
Right?
not like Macone or something.
McCone?
You know, like people
Oh,
change the
like
way...
Senator McCone?
Or like Cologne yesterday.
Cologne.
Cologne.
Cola,
When it's spelled colon.
Yeah. Yeah, what's up there, Mr. Ass?
It's not colon.
It's not Colin. Don't call me that. I'm telling my mommy.
They get serious about that.
Listen, I had a teacher whose name was,
That's
and
good.
I don't want to screw this up. Her name was Miss Parrott, and it took me 4 days, Miss Parrott, Miss Parrott, Miss Parrott. And sure as the freaking sun shines and rises in the west, I walk in. I'm like, hey, Miss Bird, how you doing? 3 days I practiced Miss Parrott. I walk in and I screwed off. How you doing, Miss Bird? It is Miss Parrott. I had the worst year of my life. That lady hated me. But then again, most of my teachers hated me. I know Mr. Newhouse is out there going, uh-huh. He's one of my teachers going, yes, that is why you passed all them years. Nobody wanted you back. You tired, Joseph? Holy, that
No.
was a big one. He's like, no, I'm not tired. What makes you think that? What else we got?
But the viewers can't see. So
Yeah, true, right?
yeah.
What else we got in the news, brother?
Modest mouse sleepwalking.
Huh?
I have no idea. I'm not even on the news. I just read some headline.
Oh, you're making shit up, bro.
No, it was just random nonsense. I'm looking. I have no idea.
We anybody following what's going on with Miss Joan Rithers?
She's in a coma.
They're trying to bring her out, but they don't know. They don't know if she's going to be a carrot, a tomato, potato. You know what I'm saying, or if she's going to make it or not. Which sucks because she's like the only icon we have left.
Yeah, and I thought they were supposed to be bringing her out yesterday, but I think their attempt was unsuccessful.
Yeah. I thought she was actually older than what she is. She's 81 years old. I thought she was in her 90s. I thought she was older than what she is. She looks like she's 30 with all the plastic surgery. I'm looking at a picture of her here from back. It's a black and white picture, so you know it's quite old.
Well, she's like 80 something.
81 is what this is
Yeah,
saying.
84. Yeah.
Well, this says 81, so where you're getting the other 3 years, I don't know.
You think they couldn't have lost a few calendar pages back in those days?
Misplaced a few years. She was pretty hot when she was young, I got to say. Before she had
Plastic
body
surgery?
work done on her.
Body work. Is nice.
Yeah, that's what I call it, body work.
You know a lot of mechanics, that's why.
Some Bondo, some filler, some sanding, some taping, little spray booth action. Yeah. Well, yeah, I do know quite a bit of mechanics, yeah. Are you kidding me? I got a chicken pox dimple on my nose. Mike used to break my chops all the time. Here, I'm making a Bondo. I'll fix it for you.
Nice.
Yeah. First time I ever mess with Bondo, he makes a Bondo ball and puts it in my hand. Well, I didn't realize the damn thing gets red hot. I'm holding it. I'm like, wow, it's getting warm. It's getting hotter. Ow! It burned me. And him and his dad are laughing at me going, yeah, it's called a chemical reaction.
Yeah, chemicals.
Yep. Yeah, so hopefully this one makes it here because she's like the last one we got left from them times. I mean, don't worry, I won't go into 3 hours of obituaries again.
I know. So
That was
depressing.
morbid yesterday, I know. But I just thought it was interesting how many people we lost this year
Just
alone.
this year.
Yeah, yep. I remember when I was a kid sitting around going, wow, what's going to be like in the year 2014? Now I sit around going, wow, I wish I was back in the year freaking 1976. Bicentennial year.
76. What was I doing in 76? I don't even know.
I was 16. I was being a dirtbag by then, so.
Okay. I'm reading something awesome.
All right, what do you got?
Didn't sound awesome when I started. But I'm just going to read it. It makes... Well, where's that title somewhere? The chemical critic was given thousands of dollars worth of drugs for free.
Nice.
I know we didn't get into the Silk Road and all that, but it makes sense to read a review of something before you put it inside your body. Unfortunately, if drugs are that thing, it's unlikely you'll have been able to do much preparation. Those guys driving tiny plastic baggies door to door tend not to publicize how boric acid Y their cocaine is. However, buy your drugs online from deep web marketplaces like Silk Road 2.0, Agora, or Evolution, and you'll be able to read exactly how euphoric your MDMA is going to be, or what Japanese Happy Fives are, and why anyone would ever want to take them. The most prolific reviewer on the Agora and Evolution forums was a British guy with the username Hydro Blowback. During his time reviewing products for various online vendors, HBB was sent thousands of dollars worth of drugs for absolutely free, most of the time in mixed goodie bags. How awesome is this? A drug addict found a way to become like the critic. I give it 2 thumbs up.
What a job, right?
Yeah.
Be like, nah, this is garbage. Next.
Yeah. Free drugs.
They're sending them everything. Saying, here, try this. Give us a review.
That would be awesome. I'd take it.
The article keeps going. I'm putting this up. This is awesome.
I'm putting this up. This is awesome.
I mean, who gets that lucky? Who gets
Who is it?
Guy?
Good morning, lover girl. You're awake.
She said, I'm going back.
No school today?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, your hiney's hanging out.
No, they're short. Well, I'm boyfriend.
Well, go get him, please, because he's a pain in the ass. I'm sorry, Joseph. Go ahead.
Well, I finished because I wasn't going to read the whole article. It's a long one.
You put it up?
No, didn't do that either.
All right.
But I'm going to do that now. I was just hoping to kill dead air when you were talking to your daughter.
Yeah, no. That's all good.
That was my
So
whole plan.
we should call up Silk Road and put in an order. What do you think? What can we order?
Well, we could order anything we wanted, just like everybody else in the world could.
Right.
And here's the idea of it is, say you get older
Uh-huh.
and you used to smoke weed back when it was illegal. Now it's illegal, and you're having a
Well,
family.
vice versa. I know what you meant, though.
Yeah, well, whatever it is. Say you want to, do a couple of lines of coke with your stripper friends, whatever. But you don't want to go driving into the ghetto with money in your hand, hanging out the car window.
Right.
Well, now there's a way to call up and get a delivery.
So what do they have, a network of drug dealers?
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here, dude.
No, it's not a network like they're going to call you up because you got, plants in your shed, and then you drive it down to somebody in your area.
Right.
It's not like that. There's like warehouses like in Mexico or all over.
All right, so if you're saying that, all right, so
You
let's
can
say I'm
order a
sitting
kilo
around,
of
you
Coke right now.
Right, but you have to wait. It's not like instant delivery type
it's
thing.
delivery.
Okay.
You got to plan for it.
Gotcha. Okay, so,
Or I
see,
guess
that
you
was
could-
my
I guess you could drop money in
misunderstanding.
it every day.
Yeah, that was my misunderstanding. I mean, you make a phone call now, 30 minutes later, like Amazon, you got a drone dropping you off a kilo of Coke or something. You know what I mean?
No. I mean, you can overnight it probably.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But it makes it safer in a way.
I don't see how.
But you don't have to go driving around in the projects.
Right, but you have to worry about walking out to your mailbox.
Yes. But that's not traced, right? And then,
Yeah, it is.
not the Silk Road, they can't. They can't. Just like all these hackers. Oh, they hacked Home Depot this week.
Mm-hmm.
We traced it to the Russians.
Yeah.
Good job. You made it to half the entire world. You guys are
You've
great.
narrowed it down to 400 million different people.
Yes. And that's about what they get.
That's a good point.
Okay. And then, the people that ship it or deliver it, well, our mail delivers it.
Yeah.
But if it screws up, these people are reviewed. If I go to jail, they're not getting the good review, which means this person's getting bad reviews. So you can just go to the people that have good reviews. They are successful at what they do. They make money.
That's freaking hilarious.
Yep.
How to find Silk Road and be safe is the page that I'm on. If you have any questions or comments, please feel
You
free
can't-
to contact me at the following email address.
You can't go to you can't use Internet Explorer. You can't use Google. You can't use Firefox. You have to download a web browser called Tor. Tor.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Yeah. And once you have that, and Tor is what government agencies use, so they can't be traced.
Yeah.
That kind of a thing.
Yep.
So any covert operations and all that, they all go through Tor because it's just an untraceable system. which is stupid for the rest of us to have because who really cares? But
Right, yeah.
well, I guess it's fine with everybody listening now. Facebook's wide open.
They got an ad that's going that says hookup.com, so let's check it out and see who we can't get set up with. We'll set Ned up with somebody. What do you think? Ooh,
I was
hello,
gonna say it's probably not
baby.
hooked up with the drugs. It's probably like hookers.
It is.
Yeah, I told the girl one day, hey, let's hook up later. She about smacked me because
Why?
she thought that I thought she was a hooker.
Oh, let's hook her up later. She thought you said.
Yeah, no, I was like, let's hook up later, and
Right.
to her, hooking up was hooking was a prostitute thing.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not where I was going with that.
Yeah, well,
Not
But
at
that's
all.
where it went.
Yeah.
right. And then at that point, you're like, well, I mean, I'll give you $20 if you want.
Yeah, everything worked out. It was fine.
Too much information. But like I was saying before, Hayden, I told him to just stay in bed. He's
He's sick again.
no,
No?
he's past all of that. But this is the reason why he's been sick all of this time.
Does he have to
He's
wake
had
up
that
early?
he's had that infection, and he just didn't have the insurance. So yesterday we finally got him insurance and sent him off.
What is
To
it?
the
What does he
doctor.
have? She has laryngitis. What does he have?
It's some kind of throat and sinus infection
that they both have.
that they both have, and it's past. They've had it so long now that it's past the point of contagiousness.